in Saint-Tropez in 1968, and I couldn't talk to people, but I married a wonderful sculptor who had the gift for gab, and he was actually quite social. And so I was coming out of the water topless, and I was wearing a bullet belt when the rage, and Ron was talking to a rather rotund man who was a movie producer named Sam Spiegel, and he signaled for me to come up to talk to Sam. And in those days in Saint-Tropez, nobody went to look for the celebrities or the beautiful men or women. They cruised the port and tried to find out who owned the yachts. So we knew that Sam owned the Melody, which was 110 feet and had a crew of 50. So I come out of the water, as I said, topless, and Sam is looking at me and said, and Ron introduces me, and Ron says, "We love your boat. You own the Melanie." "Yes," he said, "I'm going on a cruise tomorrow morning. If you want to come with me to Corsica, show up at 6. And that's exactly what we did. So we got on the boat at 6 in the morning, and the first stop was at Saint-Jean-Cap-Ferrat. And a man coming out of the water extended his hand and said, "Hi, I'm Kirk Douglas." And he came on and showed us the boat, and he showed us Sam's bedroom, the master bedroom, which had he said, "See, this is a two-way mirror." Sam was a bit of a playboy, and so that was our introduction to Sam's sex life. Then we went off to Portofino, and we met David Niven and his wife Yordis, and she was just lovely. And he was coming down with Lou Gehrig's disease, which was very sad. Then we went off to Corsica, and there was a little boat coming to us, 10-foot, no, about 30-foot boat, with a man and a little boy and a woman with a battered straw hat. And this was the mystery guest we had sailed from Saint-Tropez to Corsica to meet. Excuse me. And it was Princess Grace. And I thought, oh wow, she had red rubber thongs, a one-piece suit, and was the most down-to-earth woman I've ever met. She was a delight. They came on board, and then Sam, who was from Brooklyn, and I've learned in my travels, the rich and famous don't always have self-esteem. It doesn't come with it. They have ego, but ego is not self-esteem. So Sam didn't know how to seat a prince and princess at a luncheon table. There were 8 of us. There's a thing called protocol. So what did he do? But he screamed, and Grace threw her arms up in the air and said, "Oh my," and Renier, she didn't like his screaming. She's a very gentle soul, and Renier said, "Don't worry, I'll sit next to Carol, Sam," and I was delighted. So the first thing I said was, "What sign are you?" And he said, "I'm a Gemini." I said, "Not only am I a Capricorn, but I'm from Philadelphia too." And Grace said, "So am I." I said, "I know." And I said, "I used to teach in Lower Marion." And she said, "I'm from near there." Then she said, "Sam, I'm glad to see you have some quality guests on your boat instead of that Hollywood riffraff." And it was really a delight to meet her. Afterwards, we went up on the top deck, and I did push-ups at their feet, and fell on my face and said, "Je suis mal élevée." And Princess Grace laughed, because that means my lineage. If you "Je suis mal élevée" is based on your heritage, where you're from and your class, but not to do with how high you get off the top deck when doing a push-up. So she liked my joke, and she was very sweet. And then, so after she passed, a few years later, I wrote Prince Renier, and he wrote me this letter here, in which he said, it was dated March 17th, 1983. "I am certainly very appreciative of your kind letter of March 3rd, in which you recall the very enjoyable times we all had aboard Mr. Spiegel's yacht several years ago. Let me express my sincere thanks to you for your kind prayers and for your comforting words of sympathy on the sad occasion of my beloved wife's death. My children join in expressing our heartfelt gratitude. Most sincerely, Prince Renier." So I'm quite proud of that letter. it took a lot of research to write a prince. I had to have people advise me on the proper form. It was difficult. Anyway, how it all started. How did I get from Havertown, PA to meet Princess Grace? Well, should I keep going, Chris?
Sure.
Hello, folks. I'm telling my story, and he's filming me. So just come on in, and I'm going to tell it from the beginning at 2 o'clock. But if you